I'm Kate.
I'm Ebong.
And I'm Sonya.
And today we're dishing with you from Morso, which is located at 3277 M Street in Georgetown. A lovely Turkish influenced food with the octopus and the octopi. Is that the plural?
Octopi.
Octopi, is that what I
didn't
say?
even know that they could make octopus like this that you could eat.
No, I couldn't. Normally it's breaded.
And it looks really delicious, actually.
A flock of octopus, like a flock of...
And the dates.
Flock of seagulls.
Fantastic.
Well, our guest today, who knows all about octopus, clearly, and helping us out here, is Amy McWilliams, and she is going to tell us about this wonderful play at Forum Theater. I don't know why I'm getting I get all verklempt because tell me about it. I don't want to make a mess of it because I've already decided what it is and I've clearly guessed wrong.
No. It's always good to guess, but then go and see if your guess was right.
Okay.
Right?
So tell us what's in store for us.
Well, it's a mystery. Okay. It's a mystery. The story starts off with twins, brother and sister, at the reading of their mother's will, and she basically sends them on an adventure by telling them that they have a father that they didn't think they had, and that they have a brother that they didn't think they had.
Sounds like me. Sorry, go on.
Well, the journey ends up taking them to her home country, and along the way the audience also gets to see their mother at the age of 14 to 19, in the middle of her life and at the end of her life.
As they're discovering her journey. So it's Scorched. What, Scorched Earth? They're covering... Well, see, again, I'm trying to make stuff up.
Or do they get burned because they're out of her will? I mean, what happens?
No, it's, I think it has more to do with what they discover about the nature of hope, of war, of life, of where they came from, because they knew nothing about it. The playwright is Lebanese, so there's very definitely a Middle Eastern feel to the conflicts that they encounter, that she encountered. And so I think that in the larger statement of the piece, I think Scorched has to do with, you know, how you deal with the unthinkable, the undealable, you know, any of those kind of things.
So what's the period of the play? Like what would I assume to be present day?
We start off basically present day, about 2003, but then we go back in time to
when the mother was
late,
young.
right, to the late 50s and then in the 70s.
And what do you play?
What's your
part?
Oh, I'm the mother in the middle of her life.
Oh, because you're clearly Lebanese.
Obviously.
wigs and makeup? It's acting. It's acting.
Yeah.
I'm
getting dyed very shortly. A little darker.
Okay, so you get to be the mother in the prime of her life.
Yes.
What is it like to play that?
It's actually been an amazing process. I have never, once before, I've actually played the same character, but you know, two different women playing the same character. But having three people, it's so informative and so fascinating to watch how the younger me interprets me and how the older me interprets me, having seen the life experience, you know, through the younger actor and then myself.
So does that influence you? So you see that if you watched a younger person play your role, and then it's your turn, say you're in the middle or later on or what have you, does the previous and prior, do they actually influence how you decide to interpret that role?
Not as much the actual performance itself, but when you're looking at a character, to know as much about them as you can helps you play it in the moment that you need to play it. But actually, the biggest treat for me was seeing my fellow Nawal's, it's the character's name, and to say I buy it. I get that I'm her at 14, and I get that I'm her at 80, 65. So that actually was a really neat thing to see, because you don't have any idea how it's
a very short run for this play. It's only September 30th to October 23rd. So
yes.
As an actor, how is it to work so hard for a performance that is very limited? Do you prefer longer runs? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Sometimes I do, but this also, knowing that you've got a finite amount of time, you really can invest as much as you possibly can into every performance, which you should anyways. But given the fact that you have a shorter run, you want to make every single one count.
Interesting. And really, ticket prices $15 to $25. I mean,
very affordable.
For good theater, it's
so
a great
let's talk
ticket
about
price.
why people should go to the Forum Theater. I mean, if they've never been, or if they've been to several performances there, why this one?
Well, first of all, this is only the second or third time that this play has been produced in the United States. So it's a chance to see something that you will not have seen anywhere else. And it's it's an epic tale in a play form. It really is. The journey it takes you on is just amazing, and the opportunity to see this particular writer's work at this particular point in time, I think, is really important to anybody who's a real devotee of theater. He's garnering award after award after award after award, and they actually just made a movie version in French of this script. So what you want to do is you want to see the play version before the U.S. release happens.
Like reading the book before you see the movie. They always do.
You got to see the original, before you go to the movie theater, and it's incredibly affordable. Tickets are available at www.forumtheaterdc.org. All the information on the dates of the performances is there as well.
For all ages, this performance, or under for older?
I would say because of some of the bigger issues, I would say like 13 and up. I wouldn't bring little guys to it, and it's not really a language issue. It's more about kind of
content.
Yeah.
The matter.
Yeah. But I would say yes, bring high school kids.
Excellent.
Well, we're excited to see it, and after what's the future of theater here, the future of your
craft
here in DC? Are we
Wait, let me ask one more question. What kind of stage is it? Is it like black box? What do we expect in the round? Like right up next to us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It actually is in the round, but it's in the square essentially. It's a rectangle, but you're going to be sitting right there at the stage, and there's no platform. So if you're sitting here and I'm acting right in front of you. So that's.
Are there a lot of set changes and differences?
Very little.
Okay.
This is really minimal because it's conceptually the piece.
That's awesome.
You can't take an audience to the Middle East in a set. So it's actually really been a fun process because we're figuring out how to tell the story with very little. So
it's beautiful.
Well, Amy McWilliams, you've seen her. If you're a theater buff, you've seen her at theaters around town, and here she is at Forum Theater for Scorched, which is opening on September 30th. We're looking forward to it. It sounds kind of, interesting in a very thought-provoking and intense kind of way. So make sure you check it out.
It's a great piece. You can still laugh. You will still laugh. It's not a Debbie Downer show at all, I promise.
Laugh, cry, all of the above. And come back and check us out here next time right here on the District Dish.